So you want to know how much it costs to get your real estate license in the state of Florida? I will break that down, everything from start to finish, right after our video intro.
Hi guys, welcome to Martez Kelly's real estate channel. This is Martez Kelly, and welcome to the channel.
What's good, family? I'm Martez Kelly, and I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. This is actually video 4 out of 8 in the playlist of exactly showing you guys how to get your real estate license in the state of Florida. I actually started my channel with these videos, and I wanted to remake them with more up-to-date information, also speaking with different agents who actually have got their real estate license based off those videos, asking them what things did I leave out, what did I not talk about, just taking in all that information and pouring it into you guys and updating that video playlist. But with that being the case, this video is going to be very short. Just being honest with you, I was also considering making this video a YouTube short. And if you guys think that I should start making more shorts on this channel, this is our channel. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to do that. But before I get too deep into the content, before I even go into looking at my phone to breaking down all the different costs and actually letting you guys know how much you should expect when getting your real estate license, do me a huge favor, smash the like button on today's video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification bell so you know when we actually drop our next video, which is how long it should actually take for you to get your real estate license. So if you actually were introduced to this playlist off of my video, the group of people who I feel like should never get their real estate license in the state of Florida, you know that I said if you don't have cash on hand, if you don't have any reserves or money in the bank for getting your real estate license, you should not get your real estate license. And this is the episode for the people who want to figure out, hey, I don't have cash on hand, but I want to get it up because I really want to get my real estate license. This video is actually for you. And my light just went out. I was like, what in the world is going on? But this video is for you. I'm going to continue, keep pushing forward, and just let you guys know what you should have on the side, how much you should be looking forward to, some things that are optional if you don't have it. If you're just like, man, I really want to get my license and I don't want to worry about all that, don't want to overtalk it, let's go ahead and jump into the things that you have to pay for. So one of the first things that you have to pay for, and if you follow exactly what I said, the first thing you have to pay for is actually your application and your fingerprint fee. The application, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly 89 bucks. The fingerprint fee is 50 bucks. So those are the first two things that you have to pay. This is not one of those things that are optional. This is something you have to jump on right away. I actually had someone reach out to me on Instagram recently, and they said, hey, I'm actually still in high school and I want to go ahead and get the books and get the things that I can go ahead and start studying for the test. Can I go ahead and get this now? You can go ahead and get the books that you want to go ahead and start studying for the exam. But one of the things that I highly recommended to them was you can get them. The stuff just won't seem, you won't understand much of it unless you have family members or people in the real estate industry, but you won't really understand much of it until you actually get the course. And this is actually the next thing that is recommended that you pay for. You guys actually have to pay for a 63-hour course. So I got my real estate license with Real Estate Express. Link is always in the description box down below. But I actually have been recently pushing Aceable Agent a lot because of the platform and how easy it is. Real Estate Express is completely clunky. Aceable Agent isn't. And if you actually choose the best package that Aceable Agent has to offer, and using my discount code that's linked in the description box down below, which is Martez40, you'll get 40% off, and that'll put you right at 202 bucks if I'm not mistaken. 202 bucks to get your real estate license course out of the way. So we talked about the application that you have to pay for, the fingerprint fee that you have to pay for, and then we talked about the real estate course that you have to pay for. And if you guys have seen my video on exactly how I passed the Florida real estate exam the first time, you see that I actually went on to different things that I actually purchased to make sure I passed the test on the first time. And you want to take this portion of it seriously, but this is completely optional. One of the things that I highly recommended was the first to pass course. And a lot of people have been hitting me up saying, hey, the website's down, or what's wrong with the link? And he actually took the website down. He's actually fixing his website. It should be up soon. I'll go ahead and check it again, but next week we're actually going to remake that video of how exactly I passed the exam, but it should be up soon, and I'll let you guys know. The next thing that I recommended was a book. It was a certain book, and they actually pulled that book, but I think they created a new volume. I'm actually going to order that book today, the new one, and just compare it to the old one that I had and see if it's actually better or if it's actually worse, and if you should go off market to try to find it. Also, other different things, different channels on YouTube, they actually have exam prep things that you can purchase. Whatever you want to do, this portion of it is optional, but just know if you fail the exam 3 times, you do have to repay for the post-license exam. I mean, you do have to repay for the pre-license exam, just doing everything all over from the beginning. And then once you get to the point where you actually are taking the exam, you do have to pay, I think it's a $36.75 exam fee. So that's something that you have to pay. I don't think you pay it every time, I think you pay it once. But $36.75 exam fee. After you pass the exam, this is actually where you get into some of the more required and optional things. So within your first 2 years as a Florida real estate agent, you do have to get your post-license. You do have to go through the post-license course. Post-license course, they range around $200 if I'm not mistaken. Post-license course range around $200. Then the other thing that you have to take in consideration is how much is your brokerage charging you per month? That's one of the things. If you do want to join the board of realtors or become a quote unquote realtor, then you have to worry about paying your yearly dues. On top of paying the yearly dues, your first time you actually have to pay a $200 exam fee. So it can really start to stack up on you. Now, joining the board of realtors is completely optional. That's up to you. I know in different parts of Florida, it varies. You get a lot more for your being a part of the realtors, being a part of the board of realtors. It just depends on if it's something that you want to do. I highly recommend you join the board of realtors so you can have access to the MLS. But the cost to get your real estate license is crazy if you're not expecting how much you have. If you don't know how much you actually have to pay. But this is actually just an update video from the one that I made before. If you guys want to check out the video that I made before, like I said, this is the second video that I put on my channel. So I apologize for how I was then. I apologize for how I looked. I was a mess. But if you want to check that video out, it's always linked in the card up above. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's not much more for me to say, but click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch our next video.